This is Channel 4, KCRL, Reno.
Nightside with Vince Girasoli, Heidi Umbau, Art Bernard Weather, and Marty Wright Sports. Now, News 4, Nightside.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us on Nightside tonight at 11 o'clock.
An abrupt end to...
Where news comes first. Live from the News 4 Broadcast Center, this is News 4 at 11.
Mrs. Virginia City says she is ready to take on Washington. Hello again, I'm Judith Matthews.
And I'm Greg Carson. Jesse Winchester, the 53-year-old mother and...
You're watching News 4, where news comes first. Live from the News 4 Broadcast Center, Greg Carson, Christina Wofford, and weather with Dave Finley. This is News 4 at noon.
Giving you the official word from the local, okay? They're still talking.
You're watching News 4 at noon, where news comes first in high definition.
Trying to keep warm by living in an abandoned building and starting a...
You're watching News 4 at 5, where news comes first in high definition.
A recent rash of house fires continues.
Bus routes have been cut, fares have been raised, so how is the RTC able to expand? We'll have the answer as a new transit station breaks ground. Department heads in Washoe County are still scrambling to cut their budgets in line with declining revenue. What lies ahead for parks and senior services? And it's still not clear what caused a shuttle bus to crash, killing one and injuring several others on Saturday. Investigators are looking at many possibilities today on this Monday, April 6th, 2009.
You're watching News 4 today in high definition with Northern Nevada's only fact finder team.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for our third half hour. I'm Karen Reuter. Bill Frank Moore is off this morning, and Vanessa will be along in just a moment to let us know what we can expect weather-wise. We had a beautiful weekend, and at least today looks good. She'll be along in just a moment.
You're watching News 4 at noon in high definition with Northern Nevada's only fact finder team.
President Obama made a surprise landing in Iraq today, meeting with U.S. troops and Iraqi military brass. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Karen Reuter. Bill Frank Moore has the morning.
You're watching News 4 at 4 in high definition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. A big announcement for the White House Affordable Care Act plan. Well, the summer heat can be dangerous to many, especially.
You're watching News 4 at 5 in high definition with Northern Nevada's only fact finder team.
After the papers went public yesterday, we're learning more about Governor Jim Gibbons' divorce as it's spelled out in the newly unsealed court documents. And good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Hart. Shelby Sheehan has the night off.
You're watching News 4 at 6 in high definition with Northern Nevada's only fact finder team.
Well, no takers for the infamous Cal Nela Resort up at Lake Tahoe during a courthouse auction held earlier today. And good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Hart. Shelby Sheehan is off tonight.
Watching News 4 at 6 in high definition.
A new resort is in the works that promises to keep Tahoe blue and keep the local economy green by bringing in much-needed tourism dollars and preserving the environment that surrounds the north shore of the lake. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Hart.
And I'm Shelby Sheehan. A major change for Lake Tahoe's north shore is on the horizon.
You're watching the Dunbar Report on News 4 at 6:30 in high definition.
It's just a big, beautiful park. You can pretty much get away from people if you want, or you can go to the dog park and be social.
Area residents love their parks, but they may end up being the caretakers of those parks themselves during the budget crunch. A look at parks and the budget in a few minutes. But first, some historic documents released today in the governor's divorce case.
You're watching News 4 at 11 in high definition with Northern Nevada's only fact finder team.
Started out calm, but the wind quickly picked up, causing a ruckus around the Truckee Meadows, and it's not over yet. Tonight, complete coverage of an early spring storm making its way through the Sierra. And good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Hart. Shelby Sheehan.
A healthy sprinkling of heat relief, how some horses are riding out the high temperatures, and staying safe while staying cool, where you can go to keep young swimmers from getting in over their heads. Plus, finding themselves in the great outdoors, what our kids can get from joining the Youth Conservation Program.
11 at 11. Local Northern Nevada coverage. Fox 11 News starts now.
Good evening, I'm Phil Doherty. Thanks for joining us. The oppressive heat is sparing no one, especially...
You're watching News 4 at 11 in high definition.
A massive storm hits the valley with flooding, power outages, and hail. Get a 3D look at what the storm...
You're watching News 4 today on your side in high definition.
Hey, good Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of News 4 Today. I'm Bill Frankmore.
And I'm Samantha Boatman. 5 o'clock now on your Thursday morning. A lot to get to this morning.
This is News 4 Today on your side.
Good morning, I'm Janae Ryan. Thanks for waking up with us.
And I'm Carson Bush. Just welcome to your Monday, October 21st, officially.
You're watching Mornings on Fox 11, connecting Northern Nevada.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Mornings on Fox 11, 7 o'clock. Hope you're having a great start to your day today. And in case you didn't know, if you're headed out to maybe go get a...
You're watching New News on Fox 11.
Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Kern.
And I'm Melissa Carlson. Thanks for joining us this midday.
And we begin right...
You're watching News 4 at 4 on your side in high definition.
And good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Hart.
And I'm Shelby Sheehan. Welcome to News 4 at 4. We have team coverage of Nevada's Republican.
You're watching News 4 at 4 on your side.
A local high school has been shut down this week after several cases of whooping.
You're watching News 4 at 5 on your side.
Well, it's tough to listen to. The whooping cough is a respiratory infection that causes...
You're watching News 4 nightly on your side in high definition.
Good evening. Alpine Meadows Road was hit with 3 avalanches this morning, closing...
This is News 4 nightly on your side.
Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Shelby Sheehan.
And I'm Joe Hart. The cause of a fire in Sun Valley.
This is News 4 Prime Time.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Melissa Matheny. After a week of calm and warm temperatures, unsettled...
You're watching News 4 at 11 on your side in high definition.
Good evening. Well, happening right now, multiple agencies are searching for a person.
This is News 4 at 11 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight.
This is News 4 Today.
6:30 on a Tuesday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Chris Murphy.
And I'm Taylor Winkle. Thanks so much for joining us. It's kind of warm outside, right?
This is the new news on Fox 11.
We begin with this new at noon for you.
In your first forecast.
This is Mornings on Fox 11.
All right, 7 o'clock on your Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. It is...
This is News 4 at 4.
And good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Joe Hart.
And I'm Shelby Sheehan. Welcome to News 4 at 4. Well, the state of Nevada is in a budget crisis.
This is News 4 at 5.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Shelby Sheehan.
And I'm Joe Hart. Welcome to News 4 at 5. Here's what's happening tonight. Washoe County has the fewest number of new coronavirus cases.
This is News 4 at 6.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joe Hart.
And I'm Shelby Sheehan. Our next winter storm is moving through right now. We didn't get a whole lot of snow here in the valley or
This is News 4 at 11.
Hey, good evening. I'm Janae Ryan. There's been a storm brewing in the Sierra we've been talking about, but not.
KCRL Reno.